Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Try Bonsai. It's your boy Banner, and what you're seeing in front of your face, my friends, is my root over rock Brazilian rain tree. And the last time you saw this, I would have repotted it into this bigger, much bigger pot. I'm beginning to wonder if I overpotted it because as I lower the camera, you could see that here is the extent of the root ball. I mean, it would have been spreading, and this is the pot. So I guess in time, I will take my time and gradually reduce the amount of pot and get that, what you call that, perfect pot for it. Anyways, my friends, today what we're going to do is prune this rain tree back. Now, I come in based off of, because I got the inspiration based off of a video that my friend Nigel Saunders just posted, and my friend Tropical Bonsai, he also did some work on his rain tree. So I was like, hey, I should prune back my rain tree because we are, as you know, as I would have mentioned before, we are into the rainy season. And with that rain, everything growing like wildfire. Like real wildfire. So I've taken the opportunity this afternoon to do a little bit of pruning. So let me just go. So as I hold the camera in hand, I'm going from the base, and as you can see, it's growing quite nicely over this rock. Now, to maintain some levels of moisture, I had this blue cloth around it, which is now shredded into nothingness. And I think that I may have to put a bit of sphagnum moss to encourage that moisture. So as I give you a nice little 360 view, you have this sink in here, and but other than that, it's going quite well as far as I'm concerned. It's holding on to the rock very nicely, and as I come up into the canopy, you could see the canopy is quite far reaching. It has spread out quite a lot, and I get in some stick because I have another Brazilian rain tree right behind my back here. Oh my. This Brazilian rain tree, my friends, I'm going to do a series of air layers. I've been able to only do one so far. I have a few more to do to reduce the height of it and start over the canopy. And I'll get a lot more material to work with. I'm thinking about doing a Brazilian rain tree forest. That's a thought. So as I get back to this rain tree, I'm just taking you up into the canopy. I know it's a little bit hard to see with all the green in the background, but as I was saying before, it has spread out quite nicely. And what I want to do is to create something of an umbrella canopy over this root over rock styling. And to do that, I need to do some pruning, reduce the leaf nodes, because as you can see, there's a bit of distance between each node. And I would very much like to reduce that, making the growth a bit more compacted and having some pretty good direction with regards to the first branch, secondary branch, tertiary branches, etc. Yeah, so let me get to that. So remembering the rules, or the rule with Brazilian rain trees, that when you prune, they have a tendency to die back on the branches. You want to prune a little bit above where you want your next branch to come out of. So with that thought process, let's get to pruning. and I'm trying a little bit of an experiment. I have the camera over my head, my phone over my head. I hope I don't knock it down. I see I don't touch it already. Jesus. Alright, so I'll get in with it. Touch it again. So I'm going to remove all the dead branches from previous cuts. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to look at each branch that is in my immediate vicinity and prune accordingly. Now, something else I'm thinking about is removing the thorns, boy. Oh my word, these thorns are very serious. So I have this first branch and it cuts across the trunk line, and I have something fanning out here. So I'm going to take it back to here. And with each one of these, you could probably try your hand at planting them as cuttings. I have not been very successful where that is concerned, but I will try again and see what's happening. So this is the first one that I cut back, hoping that something comes out this way. I don't want anything going back in, and I'm not going to go way back into the trunk. So I'm going to take this here, have this nicely fanning out. Taking this one, I have a young shoot inside here coming straight out. I will change his direction and I'll go around trimming back, and then we'll come and take a look at what I've been doing. Okay, so I took the opportunity to recreate or start creating a primary structure for this canopy that I want to build. Now there are some branches that are still pointing in an awkward-ish direction. For example, this fellow here. But I pruned it back, leaving a bit of room for dieback with a guy facing out. And if anything else, because I didn't want to go straight back to this first branch here. Right, let me give it a little way to grow a bit. You know, and as I see this thorn here, I will take him one time, because these thorns are mighty wicked. Alright, so going around the tree, as I said, there are some fellows that are still pointing in an awkward-ish direction. So I have this branch, this very strong branch. I pruned it back, hoping for a bit more growth. As you can see, the leaf nodes in between here are quite close. I wish I had that level of closeness with all the nodes, but we will get there in time. And just off of this is the main, this is a side shoot, and coming off here is another strong branch which I pruned back. So we're looking at building a nice little canopy, umbrella style canopy, rounded top. To tell you how large I want to get this canopy, I don't know. But I don't think that I want to go too far outside of where it is right now. If I could get some dense growth and probably up to about here, and probably about drawing back the camera so you could see where my hand is pointing. There, that would be really very nice. I may have to, I don't know if I should have taken it back a bit more, but I think what I have happening here is pretty good so far. I have a good start, and that is important, that I have a very good start. Yeah, so short video, my friends. Short video, my friends, showing you the extent of all the greenery because of the rain. I have here on the side a big leaf elm that I have to repot because its original pot was broken. So I just stuck it in a bucket. I have to repot this, and then I have some choices to make and some decisions to make where that is concerned. So, yep. Another little update. I didn't plan on giving updates, but another little update. My big ficus green mound. I lost the top in trying an experiment. I completely lost the top of it. So I have to do, eventually I'll have to do something like what, again, quoting from Nigel Saunders or taking from Nigel Saunders. I'll have to do something like what Nigel did with a Franken ficus and plant another ficus on top of it to create a new top and create that branching system and whatnot. Yeah? So, that is it. So my friends, as I end off on a small leaf ficus benjamina, might be medium, not entirely sure. I know it's not the large leaf one. Just want to say, take care of your mental health. And as I usually say, be good to yourself. Be good to others. Treat people how you want to be treated. And remember that our climate is our responsibility. We have an opportunity to change it for the better. If not for ourselves, let's do it for the future generations. Okay? See you guys soon. Take care. Bye.